Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The meeting of the Financial and Economic Cooperation of Gulf Cooperation Council countries reviews strengthening the Gulf economic integration and enhancing the joint market. The value of trade exchange between the Sultanate and China exceeds $19 billion in 2018. And the Message of Islam exhibition concludes its activities at the United Nations premises in the New York City in the United States. Good evening once again, and thank you for joining us. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos sent a cabal of greetings to His Majesty King William Alexander of the Netherlands on his birthday. His Majesty the Sultan also sends a cabal of greetings to His Excellency President Faure Ganassingbe of Togo on his country's National Day. His Majesty sends a cabal of greetings to His Excellency President Cyril Ramaphosa of South Africa on his country's National Day. And His Majesty Sultan Qaboos sends a cabal of greetings to His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio of Sierra Leone on his country's independence anniversary. Strengthening Gulf economic integration and enhancing the joint market topped the topics discussed at the meeting of the Financial and Economic Cooperation Committee of the Arab Gulf Cooperation Council countries in Muscat. It also reviewed the recommendations of the meeting of governors of monetary establishments and central bank committee and customs union authority, in addition to the outcome of the meeting of customs settlements committee and the Gulf Joint Market Committee. It also discussed topics such as the Fourth Industrial Revolution and a selective tax on commodities. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Darwish bin Ismail al-Balushi, Minister responsible for Financial Affairs. The 15th ministerial meeting of the Omani-British Joint Working Group was held in London. The meeting discussed a number of areas of bilateral cooperation and follow-up of the work programs and means of enhancing partnership and exchange of experiences between the Sultanate and the United Kingdom, based on the joint declaration of the firm friendship signed by the two countries in March 2019. His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad bin Hamoud Al Busaidi, Secretary General of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and head of the Omani side in the working group, and his British counterpart, His Excellency the Minister of State Mark Field, in the presence of His Excellency Sir Alan Duncan, Minister of State for Europe and America Affairs, expressed their mutual interest in further developing and supporting these fields and partnership between the two countries. The two sides also exchanged points of views on a number of regional and international issues of common concern, and they agreed on continuing the coordination so as to support the regional and international efforts to enhance understanding and achieve peace and security. The Omani-Chinese Friendship Society held the conclusion ceremony of the second Omani-Chinese Forum. A number of businessmen took part in the forum in an endeavor to enhance tourism and investment exchange between the two countries. The value of the trade exchange between the Sultanate and China amounted to more than $19 billion, and China is the biggest importer of Omani crude oil. The conclusion ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Ahmed bin Nasser al-Mhrizi, Minister of Tourism. More than 25 entrepreneurs from 13 Arab countries took part in the training program organized by the Supreme Council for Arab Women Organization. The program aims to support growing entrepreneurs in the Arab countries, and it focuses on women contributions in various levels such as social and economic, in addition to enhancing skills of marketing and electronic trade. The activities of the program were presided over by Her Excellency Sheikha Aisha bint Khalfan Al-Siyabiya, Chairperson of Public Authority for Craft Industries. The Message of Islam exhibition concluded its activities at the United Nations premises in New York City in the United States. The exhibition aims to spread values of understanding, coexistence and dialogue among world nations, as well as discarding all images and forms of extremism, violence and hatred. It also presents a real picture about the essence of Islam and its tolerant values and principles. The visitors of the exhibition included accredited ambassadors to the United Nations, heads of religious and research centers that talked about the Sultan's position on the world level, as well as its wise policy under the leadership of His Majesty the Sultan. It's worth mentioning that Message of Islam exhibition, which was launched by the Minister of Endowments and Religious Affairs, aims to raise awareness towards the true values of Islam among peoples of the world, as well as to highlight the Sultanate's efforts in building international peace. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and later to come in our news bulletin. To support Omani entrepreneurs and promote their products, Omani Association of Care for Disabled Children organized the 4th Intrapreneurs Exhibition. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. With strategic partnership with Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry, an honoring ceremony was organized for the winners of our Ru'ya Economic Award for its 8th edition 2019. The prize committee sought to develop its categories as this edition of the award witnessed the participation of students' companies with the participations of university students. The 1 million palm tree project of Diwan of the Royal Court won the prize of National Achievement of our Ru'ya Award for this year, while the electronic portal of the Public Authority for Consumer Protection achieved the prize for the best government project. Community halls have great social significance among the citizens of the Sultanate, where they gather in such places for social, educational, religious and cultural events. In this regard, a Salam Majlis was opened in the Wilaya of Buremi under the auspices of His Excellency General Sultan bin Mohammed al-Nu'mani, Minister of Royal Office. The opening ceremony included poetic sessions, and the attendees exchanged greetings and best wishes in an atmosphere filled with joy. The hall is built on an area of 570 square meters, and it includes a number of services facilities. Its design is inspired by the Omani architecture. The Directorate General of Education in the Governorate of Musandam held a ceremony on the occasion of Teachers' Day under the auspices of His Highness Sayyid Dr. Fahad bin Al-Julanda Al-Saeed, Assistant Secretary General of Innovation Development at Research Council. The celebration embodied the efforts being exerted by the Minister of Education to develop the capabilities of teachers as being the main pillar of education march in the Sultanate through various programs, as well as in recognition of efforts exerted by teachers for their role in the society of upgrading capabilities and skills of students. It included various artistic shows performed by school students. A host of teachers were honored during the event. In order to support Omani entrepreneurs and promote their products, Oman Association for Disabled Children Care organized the 4th Intrapreneurs Exhibition. The 3-day event showcased some Omani products of small and medium-sized establishments that attracted many visitors. It also witnessed the participation of a number of Gulf countries. The event also aimed to shed light on the roles and efforts being exerted by the association. And now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over the most of the governorates, with chances of low clouds and fog late at night and early morning over the coasts of Arabian Sea. Winds will be southeasterly to southerly to moderate. Seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. More details on your screen. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The meeting of the Financial and Economic Cooperation of Gulf Cooperation Council Conference reviews strengthening the Gulf economic integration and enhancing the joint market. The value of trade exchange between the Sultanate and China exceeds $19 billion in 2018. And the Message of Islam exhibition concludes its activities at the United Nations premises in New York City in the United States. And with that, we do conclude this news bulletin, brought to you live from this news center of the Sultanate of Oman television. From the entire news team and myself, we thank you for joining us, wish you a pleasant evening and good night to all of you.